Good morning, YouTube. What's going on? DJ's Den here with you. Some of you have commented in a previous video that you wouldn't mind seeing the cellar. One of you suggested maybe get it in for a VR, but didn't have a chance to get that done. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet because it's not a lot to have to go through, but I'll try and keep the camera herky-jerky shaking down to a minimum and all that good stuff. So guess we'll get started taking a look at the cellar, and here we go. Give me a second to get things flipped around and we'll take it from there. So here is a cabinet I got off of Facebook Marketplace. I used to keep my tobacco and cellar stuff stashed inside my closet, and I wanted something more easily accessible so I didn't have to go in and out all the time. Let's see what we got. So starting on the top shelf, got tins that I'm working out of currently, a few pouches that I got to get to. Second shelf has got some tins, unopened tins. I got this here from my brick and mortar. The guy just gave it to me to keep cigars in because I don't smoke cigars a hell of a lot, but I keep a few in there with a small piece of Spanish cedar in the bottom and a Bovita pack. Next shelf down, we got jars that I'm working out of. You can see how far back it goes. Not a lot. This cabinet's only about 12 inches deep by like 18 inches wide. Here is the fourth shelf down. I got the majority of my cans and tins stacked. And then on the bottom shelf is more of the deep cellaring stuff. I got a couple of empty jars in here that I'm going to fill with more of the Northwoods once I get around to ordering it. And this is basically how I keep track of the dates and what I've actually got. I made this on an Excel spreadsheet. It's just got the date I purchased it, the manufacturer, the blend name, the type of blend it is, date manufactured if it's available, and the quantities. So you see over here, sometimes I'll do whatever, small batch, bags, 2 if I don't want to use up 2 lines. Sometimes I'll just indicate 2 as the quantities. And every once in a while, as I go through and take stuff out, I cross it off and update it onto a fresh sheet. I've got old ones in here you can kind of see in the past. Tins I've given away or tins I've opened up and smoked, I cross them off, and then it just looks like garbage after a while. So every once in a while I just print out new blank sheets and I reorganize it to make it nice and legible again. So what I'll do is I'll start at the top and I'll take everything out and I'll go by excuse me, shelf by shelf real quick, the tins that I got, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, that shelf is a little bit different because I added one just to get a little more storage out of this thing. So let's get to it. I'll start up here with the top shelf and let's get at it. All right, so here is the contents of the top shelf. These are the pouches: Captain Black, John Bull, Super Value English. The 3-Star Blue I've opened and I've had a couple of bowls of it. It's all right, not bad. You know, generic, basic, run-of-the-mill, over-the-counter blend. Here are the tins at Northwoods, Old Dark Fired. Shoot, I'll let you guys do the reading. that's it for the top shelf. You know, a lot of goodies that most of us like here in the community. I don't have a lot in the way of straight Virginias or Virginia Perique, although I do have some Virginia Perique, some Virginia Burleys. I definitely favor English and Balkan type blends with some aromatics to break things up every once in a while. You know how it goes. All right, give me a minute to get this back in and we'll start with the second shelf. All right, so here we go with the second shelf down. There's my little tin with the cigars in it. I only got like 2 or 3 stogies in there right now. These I'm going to get to soon. Those I'm going to get to in a little while. I'm going to let them sit another year or two maybe before I start cracking them open. This is actually open right now and I'm working on it. I didn't bother putting it into a jar because I'm going through it pretty quickly, at least in terms of at the rate that I have pipes. We got 34th mixture, some red Rappery, some more Rattrays, Old Gary, Highland Targe, the usual suspects. I got 1 tin of the Savinelli 140 degree. I got 3 of the Bengal slices barrel aged. I got 2 left of the Latakia rolls. I had 2 other tins of that, but gave them away in my first giveaway. I'm looking forward to trying the Pegasus by Cornell and Deal. McBaron. Solid mixture, good stuff. If you like plum cake, but you wish it had just a little bit more Latakia, that's where you want to go, right there. I had 2 tins aged when I bought them. They had about 7 years on them. I cracked them both open, put them into a jar, and I work on it very slowly. And then I've got some Dracor & Sons, a couple Hood Canals, and a couple plum puddings. You know, these will get opened up. This is not really for like deep cellaring. So that's all I got in the second shelf down. And I'll throw it all back and then we'll work on shelf number 3. See you in a second. All right, we're back and this is the third shelf down. Cellar Ghost, one of my own concoctions. Made a video about it called There's a New Ghost in Town. Check it out. Plum pudding special reserve, 10 to midnight. Just ordered a pound of that. English Autumn, blend of my own design. If anyone's interested in it, I'll make a video. Let me know down in the comments. The Christmas Spirit plum pudding. That's all I have of Penzance. Some years ago, my brick and mortar had an 8-ounce bag that I was able to purchase. And I slowly work out of that jar because there's no telling when I'll ever get Penzance ever again, much like everybody else here in the States. Hot Cocoa was another blend of my own design. Again, anybody wants to see a video about it, if you're interested. It's an aromatic, but it's real easy to blend because I'm not really a blender per se. I just do simple, quick things if some things are not to my liking, but let me know. Had that in one of my videos. Good stuff, the 1882, at least the blends that I had. They may have changed it a little bit. This is just a mixture of 3 different black Cavendishes by Sutliff. 1 ounce of the spicy, 1 ounce of the vanilla, and 1 ounce of the ZBC. It's pretty good. It just makes a richer vanilla black Cavendish. Vintage Syrian, that's all I got left of that. I was only able to get 1 tin before they weren't around anymore. The Hearth and Home Classic Burley Cake, pretty good. I might order some more of that in the future. Aromatic Cavendish. This is a combination of the Backwoods original pouch that I got and the Super Value Black and Gold. Tried both pouches out for hours. And again, it makes like a typical over-the-counter American aromatic blend. Not bad. but that'll probably take years for me to go through. This is my open tin of Latakia rolls that I work out of. Plum pudding, you can see how low that's getting. The solid mixture from 2012, good stuff. And the blackthorn shillelagh, that's pretty good. The whiskey note is really strong when you first open the can of that stuff, but it's actually not as strong when you smoke it. A really good, decent blend. All right. Well, that was the third shelf. And give me a minute to pop that back in, and then we'll get started on the next shelf. Okay, we're back. Having moved on to the next shelf of the cellar cabinet. So just one each of these here, the Balkan brown sugar and the Balkan mixture. I've got 3 tins of the old dark fired, 2 of the 3.5 or 3 Latakia, 1 tin of the Irish flake. That's pretty old. That's 2018. I'll open that in a few more years. I got what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bengal slices, 4 Fusiliers ration, 1 of the white Red Virginia crumble cake, BB 1938, King Charles, Kringle Flake Mississippi River, a couple of Esotericas, Balkan Sobrani, University Flake. Got 3 tins of the rum vanilla. Got a small stack, about 6 tins of the Special Reserve Flake plum pudding. These I'm going to get to eventually, the Maltese Falcon and the Spark Plug. A couple of them are starting to bulge. I'll have to pop a couple of them open soon. And then I've got 3 stacks, I guess it's about 15 tins worth of From Beyond. Why 15 tins of From Beyond? I'll tell you why, and it's going to start a lot of controversy, because it's better than Nightcap, in my opinion anyway. I think Cornell and Deal did an excellent job when they did this. I've got 1 or 2 tins of the first run left, and then the rest of the second run that they did just recently. So I bought 5. I waited a few weeks. There was still plenty in stock, so I bought 5 more, and then waited even longer, and there was still some in stock, so then I bought 5 more. And that's why I got all that. So there it is. And I'll get all this chucked back into the cabinet, and then we'll get started on the next one. And we're back with the last and final shelf of the cellar cabinet. This is basically everything that's going to be deep cellared for long-term storage. Believe it or not, that is 1 pound of 10 to midnight stuffed into that jar. That's 8 ounces of Northwoods. I'm going to get a pound of that, store that. I've got 4 cans, 7-ounce cans of the plum pudding, 2 of the Maltese Falcon, Gaslight, Westminster, Quiet Nights. I'm a big fan of GLPs as well. And then I got 8-ounce bag, Margate, Pembroke, and 1 of Stonehaven. That took a long time of waiting on also. And got that from my local brick and mortar guy as well. And Salty Dogs. That's pretty much it. I'll get all this wrapped up back into the cabinet, and then we'll begin to wrap things up from there. Alright, well, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely don't have anything massively wide or massively deep. Started my pipe journey back in like 2016, going into 2017. The idea for me is to reduce the amount of open jars and blends that I have, to free up space, to make space for just more of the stuff that I want to continue to deep cellar and stash away for retirement, so that when I retire, which will hopefully only be another 8 years, I'm pretty much stacked up as good as I can be on the pipe tobaccos that I love without having to invest too much more, if any, while I'm in retirement. Like I said, if there were any of those blends like the Cellar Ghost or English Autumn or that hot cocoa right there, if you're interested in learning about that, if you're into aromatics and crossovers, just drop a comment, let me know. And that's pretty much that. So we will say goodbye to the tobacco cellar for now. Maybe one day we'll visit it again. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it. Alrighty, folks. So that's going to do it. Like I said, hope you enjoyed that. Not really a big deal, you know, but since a couple of you asked and were interested, I myself enjoy seeing other people's cellar videos too, so I guess it was about how high time that I made one. It's gonna do it. If you have any questions or interests, whatever, drop it down in the comments, let me know, and I'll do my best to oblige. Until then, be good.